And we are back, Anas Aldahoud with Talent Maximizer, and I'm Rhonda Boyle. Thanks for joining us for part 2 of our 3-part series on the talent theme of Futuristic. Anas, let's get going with the blind spots or the trouble spots that they may have.
Again, the more mature it is, these people move into action. They usually have a study case for all their dreams and businesses that they are looking for. They know how to consult others and take people's opinion. We call them visionaries. They can show people where they're gonna be 5 years from now, and they really know how to communicate all their visions to others. The more immature it is, sometimes you seem like very unlogical to people. There is no action. Sometimes you rush too much into decisions and business. Imagine like suddenly like you see something in the future that is amazing, and right away you move into action without careful studies. And I think the biggest blind spot for these people, they tend to worry. I can imagine that they think too much in the future, and sometimes there's so many things around you they can enjoy, but you put it aside just because you're too much thinking in the future.
Sure. Those are good things to really consider if you're high in futuristic. Now, what are the things that irritate, annoy, and aggravate people high in futuristic?
I think the biggest one is once you make fun of their dreams or their ideas or their visions. So this is very important to understand. The other thing is, imagine if people accept their situation. They're going through a tough time and they're just accepting, they're not doing anything to improve it. People with futuristic, if you live in a small village and you have that person that's the first person to leave that village and go to the big city, he probably has futuristic. They love change, right, and they just don't accept the situation they are in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no status quo. They're moving on to the future that they're creating, right?
Yes.
So how about potential conflicts? Where can they get in trouble, or where can we get in trouble with them?
So exactly. Let's talk about the internal one. I found people with the high futuristic and deliberative, strength like restorative, responsibility, achiever, all this in the top 5 along with the futuristic, they tend to worry a lot because they're always like, oh, would I have time to achieve? And they're always seeing the bad things in the future because of their deliberative or restorative. When it comes to external, yes, when it comes to external, if you're dealing too much with like analytical people who are using numbers and logic all the time, and again, people who are not like doing any change or just accepting the situation in their life, this really can be a potential conflict as well.
Right. I would probably add that we want to give them space for their dreams. We've talked about them, being able to, they are dreamers, but they need safe spaces to speak of those. So if they don't have enough time to think and spend that dreaming time, then they lose energy. They actually get energy from thinking about their dreams or talking about their dreams. So I think to avoid potential conflicts, giving them that space is really, really important.
Yes, and I think that's why a lot of futuristic, high futuristic get along, because it's actually a chance to meet another futuristic and both of you can talk about your future together.
Exactly.
Brings both of you a lot of energy. Yes.
And you don't think the other one has lost their minds, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Well, all good to know. And we're going to be back for part 3, which is action and positive steps forward. So we would love for you to join us. Anas, it is good to see you, and we'll see you back on part 3 of our series on the talent theme of futuristic.